Yay Media Group.
Hello, beautiful people. This is Real Talk Kim Podcast, and I'm with my gorgeous husband. How are you doing, baby?
I'm doing fantastical.
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 I love that.
You know,
We welcome all of our beautiful guests today.
Yes.
Do we love them or what?
Also, so much.
So much. Y'all listen, welcome to our podcast this week. Baby, I've got such a great topic that I really feel like that we need to discuss. And it's, why do we keep trying to fix people that don't want to be fixed? And you and I are going to get into it because I think this is where the enemy uses a lot of tactic to wear us out because we want to fix people. Have you ever felt like were out there trying to fix people that didn't want to be fixed?
No.
I think one of the greatest things that you've done for me, seriously, in our marriage is, and since I met you, is really allowing myself to be okay with people that I realize I can't fix. You've been so good for me on that.
I mean, God say, feed the homeless, bless people, do certain things, but that doesn't really get you into heaven just because you think that you fixing that person. You can take that person off the corner from begging and put them in some clothes and feed them, give them money, and may even give them a job. But the next minute, if you go back on that same intersection,
There they are again.
there they are again.
Because I think that it's a mindset change.
Yeah.
Like one thing I've really discovered in life is you cannot make someone change.
Yeah.
Like you need to, I always even tell people, man, when you date somebody, you need to see them in every season. How do they act? How do they handle tragedy? How do they, is their mindset to get up and conquer, make hell work for them? Are they the type of people that for the rest of their life, they're going to walk around bleeding on people that didn't cut them? And so I'm real excited about this podcast. But first, before we get into this, I need you to do us a favor. I need you to subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. Push that subscribe button if you're watching us on Spotify, if you're listening to us on Apple or Android or Podbean or the YouTube channel, wherever, iHeartRadio, push that subscribe button and leave us comments. We read, this man for sure reads all the comments, and we love to hear from you. Keep them positive. Nothing good comes out of negative.
Yeah.
And so
Get yourself in trouble being negative.
with you,
Yeah.
with you.
Get yourself in trouble.
Yeah. So make sure that you go right now, subscribe, and share this with a friend because people pleasing is a huge disease that we have in this world. So subscribe, share this with someone, leave us a good review. And then also we have a conference coming up. June 27th and 28th, right here in Atlanta, Georgia at Hotel Coley. It's going to be so incredible. This is the first time that we've taken it outside our church. And so we're really excited about that.
Oh, yeah.
And so you go get your tickets, get tickets for your friends. All the VIP are sold out, but the room is set up so everyone's going to be close anyway. Then I also need to get you to go buy some new product. We just dropped new product.
Man,
Is this not so cute?
telling you.
It is so cute.
Just
And
batty.
you know my God's Girl really is hot. It's one of our hot products, but I think this one's going to be right up there with it. Bible Baddie. It's just saying, man, women that are...
There's a hot boy looking for a Bible Betty. It may make you do right.
I know it. They
Yeah.
make you get up and be cute.
Yeah.
And so go to rtkstyle.com. That's my store. Buy you some good product. We got cute hats. We got all kinds of clothes over there. And then also get in one of my inner circle. Get my inner circle, my all access. All of that can be found at realtalkkim.com. And I think that's all the announcements that we have.
Man, we got to get a shirt for the guys or something like that.
Well, we do. We have God's Guy. We have God's Guy. We have Flipping the Flow.
Yeah.
We have Dreamer. So we do have some guys, but I really think that you probably need to make some stuff.
Yeah, we need something because this is.
They definitely can't. You definitely guys cannot wear Bible baggy.
No, might have to get just a hot Bible boy or something.
Or Bible guy or something. I don't know. Or the lion.
Yeah.
Something.
Same.
Okay, y'all. We are excited. Go get your notepads, get your RTK journals, get you some popcorn, whatever you want to do. We also are in our relationship right now. We're in our relationship boot camp every Tuesday at 7. It's not too late for you to join. Get you a bunch of girls. Y'all sit around, have Taco Tuesdays with us, and then discuss what we discuss with you on Tuesday nights. You can go to realtalkkim.com and get a ticket for that as well. We're right in the middle of it right now, and we are having a ball. I love relationship because I found love in you.
Yeah, you get to listen and figure it out.
I know it. So excited.
Yeah, listen is the most important thing in, communication.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I always say communication kills assumption.
Kills assumption.
All right, y'all. We'll be right back right after this break. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health awareness is growing, but there's still progress to be made. 26% of Americans who participated in a recent survey say they have avoided seeking mental health support due to fear of judgment. When people hesitate to get help, it doesn't just affect them. It impacts families, workplaces, and entire communities. This Mental Health Awareness Month, let's encourage everyone to take care of their well-being and break the stigma. The world is better when people are healthy and happy. There was a season of my life when I did not know which way to go. And therapy, thankfully, helped me navigate quickly, more effectively, and I came out free and happy. BetterHelp has over 10 years of experience matching people with the right therapist from their diverse network of more than 30,000 licensed therapists with a wide range of specialties. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. You can easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. We are all better with help. Visit betterhelp.com/RTK to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/RTK. Here's to happy living. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. Baby, how are you doing?
And I am just feeling so fantastical.
Did you make that word up?
Fantastical?
Uh-huh. Is that a word?
Probably 20 years ago I made that.
Really?
Word up, I've been making words up like this for years.
I love that. I love that. It's so funny whenever I'm preaching, I'll look up at you and Mimi sometimes and I'll say something and it won't be a word and I'll see you start laughing at it. And I think, you can't even say anything to me. You are the king of making up words.
Yeah. I mean, just like for shizzle.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Faux shizzle. You know what I think so great, babe, is
everybody saying it.
What I think is so great, you and I met at a restaurant here in Atlanta. And I have a friend that just walked through a divorce and she's a pastor as well. And she was just like, it was like it seems like per online that things just happen, but really it's been like 2 years. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I'm ready to meet me a man, but I don't even know where to start. And I want to tell her so bad, go to a restaurant by yourself and just sit down and get yourself out of looking for your type.
Right.
And just go be. So get dressed up.
She don't need to go to the church. Well, she already at church.
She preach it every Sunday. And you know what? Even when I walked through my divorce and I was like, that's why I really thought I was going to be single forever, was because I couldn't date anybody at my church. Like, it was just like, I'm just out in these streets. Yeah. Now I got a whole church on my back. I can't make another mistake. Mm-hmm. And so it's so easy for us to, I think that's why we stay in relationships, don't you? That aren't really flourishing because we feel like it's trash out in these streets.
Like you got no options and nowhere to turn,
But that ain't true.
Because, you met me, I was a G already.
I know it.
I had a Gmail.
Baby,
I had a G. I was a G.
Baby, when I tell you, it was like the nicest surprise meeting you because
The G500.
you were unlike anything I'd ever met. And I remember that first night we met, we sat there for like 3 hours and talked.
Oh, yeah.
And you were just so cool and calm and chill and confident.
It's a husband, her ex-husband, he's a nerdy guy. He's a preacher too.
Well, you know what? I don't really know. I really met her through this.
So it's going to be hard for her to try to like.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
She's really, really gorgeous. And I guess their relationship ended because of addiction on his part. And so she kept the church.
Yeah.
And navigated through that divorce through the church. And, you know, the sad part is that when you're walking through letting people go during a season like that, you really get your heart crushed so many times in different ways because people stop talking to you. They stop having you at their church because you walked through a divorce.
Those all perfect churches.
I know it,
that
man.
you want to stay away from.
But it's so hard. I got another one of my friends too that's walking through a
perfect.
divorce, and she's a preacher, and it really is because it's kind of like you're in the middle of this. I didn't want this divorce, but it happened. Mm-hmm. And because I'm walking through this divorce now, I'm losing preaching engagements. I'm losing friends. It's not popular to be my friend anymore because truly the church people a lot of times feel like they have to take sides.
Yeah.
And so I'm watching really several of them right now navigating through this. And I feel so sorry for them because I remember losing a lot of friends when I walked through my divorce. Sometimes, Angelo, I even look back and I think I don't even blame them. I don't even blame them because it really puts people in such an awkward place. But that's why you got to stop breaking bonds. You stop trying to fix bonds you didn't break.
Yeah, I remember T.D. Jakes preaching a sermon about 3 types of friends.
What were they?
It was a confidant, Conrad, and constituent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the difference?
Well, the constituents and the Conrads is almost both the same. They're only with you for who you are, what you got. Yeah, so those people that wasn't her friend anyway in the church.
Yeah.
So if we do this with people that going through relationship problem and mental problems and stuff in the church, then we should just kick them to the curb too. So the church is there for everyone, even the pastor.
Yeah.
Even the pastor need help.
Yeah.
Even the pastor need somebody.
Yeah.
To be counsel to and stuff.
And
It's
really somebody that you know
for-
got your back.
It's a counsel for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when I was walking through my divorce, I lost my daddy 3 months after I was, I was served divorce papers, and I had just taken over the church. And in that season, I think I struggled with so much heartbreak and feeling like such a failure. You want to defend yourself. And I think really in that divorce 6 years ago, I really learned how to stop defending myself. And I really learned how to not take it personal when people walked out of my life. Right. And I realized it was more spiritual than personal because I think all of us just want to be loved, accepted, and valued. But a lot of times God can't move you to that place you really want him to move you to because he's waiting on you to let some of those people off your boat.
Yeah.
And so I think that if we can get to a place where we stop trying to fix people that are really broken, really, letting that divorce just happen. I think a lot of times we even hold on to marriages, fight for marriages longer in the church because of what people are telling us.
Yeah.
Letting people that don't even know what we're walking through.
Was her husband really her confidant?
No, he chose addiction over her.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like,
and it wasn't like you just people don't even realize what's going on behind closed doors.
Right.
Like you don't know what someone's walking through. Right. Like you don't know if that person is coming in and destroying the house and they're drunken rage and then getting up and preaching on a Sunday. And nobody knows that. And then finally when that marriage ends, then you got to go through so much broken, like not just your marriage broken, but you lose friends, you lose money, you lose hope, trust.
I've been trying to lose friends for a long time. I don't know why they're still around calling me, texting me and stuff, and seeing me and stuff. and you know, comments and stuff like we really like know each other. I mean, if that's the worst part of it, losing friends, oh, shake them all off.
Yeah, I think
Shake 'em
that's the
all
difference in a man and a woman, though.
Yeah.
I think women are more nurturing, and men are like, "What are you even still doing here?"
Yeah, I tell them all the time. You know, me and you ain't never been friends. Man, you ain't never been friends.
Do you feel like when we got married, you lost friends?
Oh, no.
You didn't?
No.
Like, did people stop calling you? Because you had a big life even before me.
Yeah, but the thing is, I control my time. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I don't let nobody pull me over here.
Yeah.
Hey, this right here going on, the basketball game, and hey, we over here and stuff. I'm the leader. I am the leader of this pack, you know? And they used to call us and stuff, and I didn't know. They used to say, the Buckhead boys. I said, no, I'm a Florida guy.
You were in the Buckhead.
Yeah, I'm in the Buckhead. First of all, I didn't even live in Buckhead. Second of all, like I say, don't give me names, you know?
You are a lot like that, too. You don't want to be seen in the same place a lot because you don't want it.
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
I mean, when you start putting your face out there in places, then you're being entitled for this person that's always over here and stuff. And then people feel like they know you and stuff, you know? I mean, if you see me a lot, you see me in the gym, then you know I work out.
Yeah.
You know?
And we're in the gym a lot.
Yeah, we're in the gym. But if you start seeing me over here at this restaurant all the time and stuff, my name, if my name not on there, then it's not my restaurant. So don't think that that's your restaurant. I see you all the time at your restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh, what people say, you know, I see you all the time at your restaurant. I didn't know I owned the restaurant. Is it Cheers? Wouldn't you like to be where everyone knows your name?
I think that it's the coolest thing about, because we're talking today about stop trying to fix something you didn't break. Mm-hmm. And I think that was one of the greatest gifts God gave me because elevation definitely happened. The Bible says that when a man finds a wife, he finds favor with the Lord. But that also goes for the women, because God knows what you need. Even, you listen to me, all of y'all out there watching today, God knows every single detail of your life. He knows the hairs on your head. He knows what you feel. And the Bible says that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And if that's the case, that's 24 hours. Yeah. It's almost like God is saying, you know, things are going to hurt in life because the rain falls on the just and the unjust. Just life is going to life. Mm-hmm. But how long you choose to stay broken because of what they did to you, or trying to fix something that you didn't break, taking ownership of that feeling of unworthiness, that's all on you. And when you get to a place where you can just say, God, if that door closes, mm-hmm. I'm going to stop giving CPR to it. I'm going to stop trying to bang on it. The reason a lot of times we stay stuck is because we keep trying to open the door that's shut and we're hurting our hands. And so we're just walking around feeling wounded, but you don't have to feel wounded. You have to realize that when one door closes, God always brings better. And that's what he did when he brought you into my life. He knew that I was going to go to another level. And in order to go to another level, I had to have a man like you in my life to lead me, to help me see, because I am an empathetic person. I want to help everybody. And he knew that I needed someone in my life that would just say, girl, look at it like this. And stop wasting your time on people that are never going to change. Because I think a lot of times, Angelo, we literally want to be Jesus in people's lives, and we can't. Yeah. There are people that are still going to therapy over who we used to be in their lives. They just are choosing to allow themselves to keep marinating on what's broken when everything God has for you in front of you is amazing. But it's up to us.
Yeah. I mean, so let's give the people some of these examples and stuff of what they're going through.
Well, I wrote down some things that I feel like really helped me. Yeah. When I finally found a way to stop trying to fix people that really wanted to stay broken. Number one, when you're walking through betrayal, when you're walking through heartbreak, when you're walking through everything new, is allow yourself to feel. Stop walking around saying, I don't care. When you say I don't care, you care. You just move differently when you really don't care. And it's not even that you don't care, it's that I choose to take the straw out of you draining me. Mm-hmm. So allow yourself to feel. It's normal to feel hurt.
Right.
It's normal to feel anger and confused. So give yourself space to process these emotions without rushing to fix them. And then number 2, understand the situation. Sometimes maturity looks like I have the wherewithal to get you back. My mouth wants to hurt you right now, but instead I'm going to step back and choose to look at the situation. And sometimes it's fixable and sometimes it isn't. But if it's fixable and if it's worth it, if you're married, right, and you love this person, they're just walking through a tough season, it is stepping back and understanding the situation. Why are they feeling this way? Why all of a sudden is my husband, that is always an incredible husband, or my child that's always an incredible child, all of a sudden acting out, or my wife, and stepping back and just praying, God, help me be the person, help me be the mother, help me be the father, help me be the spouse, help me be the friend that they need. So sometimes it's fixable and sometimes it isn't. So stepping back and understanding the situation.
So you think that God made some people that's not fixable?
No, that's a good question. No,
do you think that
that's a great question?
God made some people that's dysfunction.
I think that God can fix anything, but it takes that person saying, I don't like the way this feels.
Right.
I'm tired of feeling like everybody is against me.
Yeah.
I'm tired of going to bed crying. I always say, baby, it's that oh hell no moment.
Right. Where
we just say, nope, I'm not staying here. I'm not going to stay miserable. And I'm going to allow God to do what he needs to do. How does God fix you? How does God fix you?
God giving you ability, but you have to be realistic, and you have dreams and you have bills, and we went through this in church and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people praying and stuff for that car note to go away, that house note to go away, the credit card to go away. That's not going to happen.
It ain't going to happen.
Because that's not realistic.
No.
You went out and did that.
Yes.
So for somebody to meet you, guess what they dealing with? They dealing with all that. Now you want me to fix the credit?
Yeah.
So I fix your credit. And guess what? And help you with those bills.
Yeah.
Because this is what the relationships look like.
And then you keep going out and recharge.
And you recharge and you go right back. And you run it right back up. So the thing is that when we talk about fixing someone, it's a lot of people in relationships walk into a relationship that you've been want someone to fix your life. Not even Oprah can help you. Because they can give you $1 million and you're dysfunction. Because guess what? You playing with God.
Yeah.
That's what you're playing with. That debt that you're playing with, God going to give you that debt. And it's going to stay there because that's who you're playing with. Because
it's really a character issue.
You don't play with the relationship that you lost. You don't play with the kids and stuff because they don't got undysfunction and away from you. That's what happens. When the kids figure it out after so long, that God, mama even been using my credit. So they know that the kid, once the kids figure it out, they grown. They in their own relationship, their own marriage.
Why do you think we do that, Angelo? Why do you think?
Because everybody's coming to help you.
So many people have enabled you. You have forgotten to take.
See, keep blinking your eyes like
responsibility.
Blink your eyes like you want some help. See, somebody will fall for that. See, do like this. See, do like this. You're like, yeah. See, somebody at a restaurant. They fall for it.
Yeah, damsel in distress.
Yeah, that's all it is. Fix me. I'm here. Can you help me? Oh, no. How's your FICO score?
Yeah.
I want to see all 3 of them. I want to see the experience, Equifax. I'm gonna see. We too grown out here in these streets.
So really, it's
we too grown out here. So keep your guards up.
Yeah,
everybody can't be fixed. That ain't your assignment.
It ain't.
No,
I always that's so good. I always say that. I always say
it ain't my problem.
Everyone's not your assignment. That's why you're tired.
I got my own problems.
I just enjoy so much more being around people that are, man, pliable and excited. And I don't know why we think that.
Like you're a missionary woman or something. You ain't no missionary man. God didn't put you in that predicament to do that.
It's like we really, and then we attract people with the same spirit with different faces, and we go through life enabling or being enabled.
You know, when the Jews and the Gentiles, when they had a message, and Moses gave that message and stuff, and he told them before they came and crossed the promised land.
Yeah.
He gave them orders.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
And some of them didn't listen.
Some of them didn't listen.
But the ones that did.
Yes.
And that is just it. That's why I really encourage people to open your Bibles. You know, there's a YouVersion app called YouVersion. And every day, it can be an app on your phone, and every day it'll give you, say you want to go through healing of the heart, and you put that in the search bar, and it'll come up and put you on a Bible plan to help you read scriptures every day that will help you heal your heart. Because, baby, I have been at that place where I feel isolated. I feel alone. I feel like not again. Here I am again. And there's been seasons where I wanted to stay right there.
What they had before the app, just the Bible.
Yeah.
So just read it and you will recite it.
Yeah, but I think there's no excuse now because there are apps.
Yeah, it's no excuse. But if we can practice and keep practicing, it'll be permanent anyway.
I love the paper Bible because I can write in it.
Yeah.
You know, I love that paper Bible because I can put those verses. You know, the Bible has 5,000 plus scriptures of promises. And the reason I know a lot of people do not see victory in their lives is because they're not reading their Bible. They're not seeing that God says in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans that I have for you, saith the Lord, plans to bless you and not harm you, give you a future and a hope."
But if I wanted to fix me, I would look at everything that needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
I would take a certain scripture and I'll work on myself.
Yeah.
Because the person that's coming to you to fix you, you don't know if you're coming to help you or harm you. And then there are certain things that people call control. And then that person marry you, that he feel that he help you, but also he's controlling your life. That person controlling your life because they think that I saved you.
Yeah.
By giving you those 50 points and put you on that American Express card or that Discover card and able and have you where you didn't have to go to work anymore. So how did that feel? That now I don't have any of those problems anymore, but I don't have to go to work anymore. But I got the answer to him like what? A slave. You're a slave. So that's not a marriage. So you don't ever know that what part of fixing something that we're looking for. We're looking for basically to be treated like kings and queens.
So what would you tell that person watching or listening to us today that feels like they're in that spot? They're in a place where someone helped them and now they keep using it against them.
Well, I mean, it's part of elevation. It's part of growth. I mean, no matter what, whether you're a homemaker, it's still growth there.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter what the person make, what money that comes into the house. You're still the head of the house. It's still part of growth and stuff in a relationship. So you're not.
So do you think that they should have communication with that person and just say, "This is the way you're making me feel"?
Yes.
Especially before you get resentful.
Yeah. Yes, because you know that person that's raising your kids. You know.
Yeah.
And when you start thinking about it, even if you're separated or divorced and you still have kids, you want the kids to be raised by both parents and stuff and have an agreement that we're gonna make sure that society wise that our kids gonna live in this world and not be screwed up. You know, just because we didn't make it. So you owe that to them.
To learn to communicate.
Yeah, you owe it to them. You owe it to your kids. Even though if you're not together, you wouldn't write for each other and stuff. But yeah, you don't want to have the kids that way.
Do you think God can fix a marriage that is like that? Where the parents are basically on two different islands and they're staying together for their kids. And there's a lot of resentment there because the woman feels like she gave up her whole life for his career. And now he's out in his career and he's not ever there. And he thinks that all he owes the family is, I'm paying for everything. Do you think God can bring a marriage like that into complete restoration and they live an incredible life?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yes. I mean, like you say, as long as she don't feel like she's being controlled, because the person feel like they're being controlled, like they have no options. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But,
So, sir, if you're listening to this today, or ma'am, if you're listening to this today, and you're feeling yourself right here, maybe you just feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, get on your knees and surrender. And just lay it all out to God. Like you talk to God like I would talk to Angelo, or you would talk to your best friend. And learn to take it to the throne and not the phone, because you don't need anyone else's opinions in this, because no one lives in your house. God knows, he sees, and he's ready to direct you. Whatever the situation is, he's ready. You just have to surrender. So go potty. We'll be right back right after this break. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. We're talking about trying to stop trying to fix them. If they don't, I know people that are, I still know people that have been married 30 years. Uh-huh. And for 30 years, it's just been a train wreck. Like, they got married. The woman knew that he was going to be in ministry. And once they got in ministry, she still hates it and's giving him hell the whole 30 years. Mm-hmm. And he just just keeps doing everything she says she wants him to do to fix the marriage, and it still hasn't worked. And in situations like that, you have to surrender and say, God, I'm doing all that you've told me to do. Now I need you to give me peace while you're fixing this situation, right? Take my hands off of it. So the another one that I put down that I feel like really helped me was whenever I had encountered a lot of sabotaging relationships, and man, I just kept attracting what I was and not what I wanted. I learned to start setting boundaries, mm-hmm. right? I began to realize that I was a child of God. And I stopped allowing people that had no peace in their own lives to steal my peace. Right. And I set boundaries. And most of those boundaries were for myself. It was just like every single time I would start feeling sorry for myself, I'd stop myself. Kimberly, God did not create you to be pitiful, but powerful. And God did not create you to keep licking your wounds. He created your wounds to give you wisdom. He did not create you to stay scarred. He wants you to turn those scars into stars. Yeah. And so as we are completing this podcast today, set boundaries, allow yourself to feel, but don't stay in your feelings. Feelings lie. Feelings lie. And that's where the enemy gets most of us, is in our heads. And so just like Angelo was talking about, God always gives you orders, but you have to listen.
I think God gave you some of your own medicine too.
Oh my gosh.
He gave you some of your own medicine.
Yeah.
He gave you some of the medicine that you gave to your mama, that you was sitting up here disobedient.
Yeah.
Didn't obey your parents, and then guess what? You have a kid. But guess what? He gave you some of your own medicine. You're like,
I think we all have a kid that
this kid getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
And then mama looking over you, rolling her eyes and stuff, like, what do you think you was doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we always like God gonna say, how you gonna handle this?
Yeah.
Because your mama did pretty good. So God put you in a position, how you gonna handle it? Because nobody coming to fix you, really.
Nobody
coming to fix you.
You know, I've written 2 books in the last 2 years. One was You Gotta Get Up.
Yeah.
You can get that on anywhere books are sold, and Unstuck. You can get that anywhere books are sold. Or you can go to rtkstyle.com and get it. And both of these books are about getting unstuck.
But God know the best person who he wants to carry out his work.
Yeah.
He takes the best doctors.
Yeah.
He takes the best engineers.
Yeah.
So he take this doctor and stuff. You know, the doctor, there's only a couple of doctors that you can go to to get separated from Siamese twins. It's only probably maybe 1 or 2 in the world.
Can you believe that?
Yeah. So, but God knows that one of those twins probably going to be a little bit special.
Yeah.
But they both special together because they joint together.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now when you take them and you separate one, so one may have a smaller heart, but the other one may run a little faster.
Yeah.
The other one may probably speak a little bit better.
Yeah.
The one with the smaller heart and stuff got something special about him, the way he think and process everything, just like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a little special. So God,
Because you're a twin.
yeah, I'm a twin.
Yeah.
So God takes one maybe a little smarter, one may learn a little slower.
Yeah.
But the one that learn a little slower probably can think about it and process it, and he can see the whole world. But the one that's going so fast and stuff, he's just banging his head doing
So
it
you're
over
basically
and over
saying
and over again.
everyone's special.
Everyone's special.
Everybody.
Everybody's special.
There's nobody else that has your sauce.
Nobody.
And I think that when we get to a place where we realize we may not be as smart as them, but we have street smarts.
You can slow down. And
We might have been an overspender, but now we
Yeah.
can coach other people in finances because we found our way out.
Oh, yeah.
So it's taking basically your pain and making it your pulpit.
Yeah.
Good podcast, baby. So stop fixing things that you can't fix.
Let God handle it.
Let God handle it. And you
God
find
handle it.
peace in the middle of the pieces.
If God gave it. You can't take it.
Come on.
God gave it.
Because you ain't God.
You ain't God.
You ain't God. Let go.
You ain't God.
And let God. Baby, this was wonderful.
I don't know what the numbers was with COVID death for homeless,
Yeah.
but they were still out there.
Yeah.
Cold, pollen, all that. So who's God protecting? He's protecting them.
He's protecting them if they
Yeah.
will let themselves be protected.
Yeah. Yeah. But the numbers in COVID was over 7,000 a day. But the homeless was still made it through COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah. So thanks.
Pretty powerful.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We love y'all so much. Thank you for sharing this. Thank you for being a part of mine and Lo's life. Thank you for being on this journey with us. Thank you for sharing this podcast. We see you, every single one of you. We see you. We see your likes. We see your gifts. We just, you matter. Without you, we would not be who we are. And we're just thankful that God brought you alongside us. Out of 8 billion people, you found us. And we want you to know that we love you just as much as you love us. And remember, you're so special.
Keep liking, keep subscribing.
Yeah, subscribing, yep.
Keep your notification on. Man, and remember, God got his hands on you.
Period. We love you.